Hi, I'm Anjali Kusre and I'm here with the fan carpet at the Moët British Independent Film Awards. Tonight we are with the stars on the red carpet interviewing the nominees for tonight's awards ceremony. Congratulations on your nomination. How does it feel?
Oh, it's so lovely. It's a real thrill and it's really, really flattering. And it's a film I loved making too, so the fact that I've been acknowledged among these wonderful actors is really special.
Absolutely. What did you enjoy the most in making Filth?
I think in terms of Filth, it was an amazing ensemble and the novel that Irvin Welsh had written was sensational, and John Baird managed to translate that material to screen in this seamless way because it's such a surreal subject matter, But making was so much fun with all these guys, and it's very gritty at the core, but it's also a specific sense of humour which I think Britain sort of masters so well.
Very much so.
But it was great fun to be a part of it and just sort of knocking around in a police officer uniform and having a good time.
And what was your most challenging moment or moments?
On Filth?
Yes.
I suppose, the subject matter, dealing with the protagonist that was that flawed, kind of morally and socially, and getting your head around it, and kind of asking yourself questions as to whether he could find redemption or not, obviously that was a pretty severe case of a flawed human being, but I think James McAvoy's performance, that's why it's so sensational, so you kind of come away from the film questioning the conclusion.
That's interesting. It makes you think.
Yeah, it does, which is good.
I found it so sad.
Yeah, it is sad.
At the end, it's meant to be controversial, but actually I came away feeling really sad.
Yeah, there's a real sadness to it because I think there's a reality to it. That's what's so cool, is it's taking a very surreal, the kind of ingredients that it has are very surreal, but managed to kind of translate it into accessible characters. It's really something. But that's down to James and the director, I think. It's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. How does it feel to be here tonight?
It's really exciting. It's my first time, so it'll be,
Are you nervous?
I'm not up for anything, so I don't have to be nervous. No. I was at the Women of Film and TV on Friday, and I had to go. Sheridan won an award, and I went and got it for her. So I have got all my nerves out for the week just doing that. Now I can just come here and get pissed and have fun.
I love it. Sounds like a lot of fun.
No, I'm like an untrained.
Maybe that's called authentic, right? Yeah.
I can feel our filthy arm in the background.
Oh my god. So my question, I'd love to know, what was your most challenging moment in that production, in the making of it?
There was a lot. It was a lot of challenges. We were on a very, very small budget, so it was a lot of challenges. It was very cold. It was this time last year.
Oh god.
So that didn't help. I'm not very good in the cold. And I guess also just spending so long in one location because it's so contained, the film. It was being able to come in each day and keep being enthusiastic and inspired by it. It's difficult when you're not going to a different place every day, but that was a testament to the cast because they were not only lovely, lovely girls, but also just made it so exciting to turn up every day and to see what they were going to do, and they always made me laugh. So
amazing. I think if you have laughs, it makes all the difference.
Yeah, I think it would I can't imagine doing something really gritty and and sad. I have a newfound respect for directors that do that kind of intense experience, and it's not even a comedy. It's how do you sustain
I know, right? And what drives you in your work? What inspires you?
I just have a lot of fun. I think it's the most fun job in the world for me. And it's really exciting. You get to meet new people, go to new places, you're always doing new things. So
definitely.
It keeps you really interested.
It's wonderful that you're doing what you love, and you can tell by hearing you speak.
Thank you.
Independent films don't have to pander to a studio. They don't have to compromise. They don't want to, need to. They're often made with very low budgets, so people are agreeing to do them purely because they're committed to the piece. So there's a different atmosphere about it, really. You get the feeling that everyone's involved because they really believe in the project, which is a cliche, but with a really good independent film script, that's what most people are thinking. They're probably not doing it for the money. Well, I'm on stage at the moment. I've been doing Ghosts, Ibsen's Ghosts at the Almeida, and week after next we transfer to the West End to the Trafalgar Studios. So I'm actually tied up on stage at the moment. But I've got films to come out next year, Maleficent, the Disney film, and various others. So it's been a good year. I play a pixie, obviously. Imelda Staunton, Juno Temple and I play the three pixies in Maleficent with Angelina Jolie, and it's a fantastic blockbustering Disney film. So there you go, couldn't be more different from what I'm celebrating tonight.
How do you guys feel about being at this event tonight?
It's good, it's good.
Yeah.
It's always a good one. We're coming over quite a few years now, so it's good to be
right?
here. It's a good event.
So my question to you is, like, what inspires you in the work that you do? What drives you?
Oh my God, drives me. That's a question.
Fear.
Fear and loathing. I love I love watching films. I love making films. I love working with this guy. I love working with all my crew. It's an absolute honour to be able to make films in these countries. So
absolutely. And are you focused on the British market, or do you work abroad as well?
No, we make films here, generally speaking.
It's mainly the British market, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, our films get distributed all around the world, but we make them here generally. So
that's amazing. Have you always wanted to be a producer?
Maybe not when I was 5.
Oh, we didn't know what one was then. Right?
No. Production's always been part of my life. I absolutely love it. It's really great.
Right, well, how does it feel to be here at these awards tonight?
Very exciting.
Yeah,
terrific. Yeah.
So I'd love to ask you, like, what is it that inspires you in the work that you do?
Well, I've worked in prison for 12 years, and I developed a new way of working with violently enacting prisoners, and unfortunately my work was stopped by the prison service.
Oh, wow.
But the start-up story takes a prisoner who's being violent in the system and works with him therapeutically, and I'm very passionate about that.
Right. So that obviously drives the work that you do.
Yeah, very much so.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Is this the work that you've always wanted to do as a kid?
No.
How did you fall into this?
Well, I'm a poet, and a very talented woman said, why don't you try writing for the screen? I think you've got a visual imagination. So I tried it, and here I am.
And that's incredible, because so many people would love to be in your shoes.
Yeah, I guess that's something I'm sort of learning as I go along. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
I try not to actually want anything. You know, I try just to be, and stuff kind of happens.
Yeah, that's always the best way when you stop trying.
Yeah, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, for me, it's been the thing that has pushed UK film forward. It's given me a platform, it's given me a job, it's given Adam Deacon, the Noel Clarks and all those other people platforms and a chance to excel and push their stories forward. So, I mean, without this award ceremony and people chipping away at independent film, a lot of actors, a lot of people that you know and love now wouldn't be there.
We can't wait to see more stuff. What's coming up next for you? A few things on
nothing. Unemployed. I'm working on a lot of things. I'm moving into producing, directing a bit. I've got a film scheduled for next year. Hopefully more Chuckers and more Top Boy as well.
Top Boy's been an incredible success story. Why do you think people responded so well to that on TV?
I mean, it's dealing with, it's telling the stories of real people, really, without kind of sugarcoating it or pretending that it's anything sweeter than it is. And I think that's what has made people love it. It's dangerous, it's edgy, and it's entertaining as well.
If we get to see more, where would you like the story to go?
To somewhere hot, so I'm not filming in London in the snow. But obviously I want it to be a natural and real progression. I say to people all the time that people like the Shane, where they end up is either in the ground, 6 feet under, in prison for a long period of time, or back to square one financially. And one of those things should happen to him, definitely.